So I'm Hassan Kadhim. I'm with Hedaya Islamic Center in Newtown. I'm glad to be here. I just wanted to start with a small anecdote on how I was put in the path to get involved with refugees. About 6 months ago, my wife and I were watching a video on YouTube about Angelina Jolie and how she was involved with refugees and how she went to either Syria or one of the countries that had a lot of refugee camps. And it was very touching. We saw the conditions that they were in, and the video was very well made, very touching. So we both were very affected, and inside we felt that maybe we can do something. And we really felt we needed to do something, but we didn't know how. And 2 days later, as the weekend came, I took my 2 children to the library, to Bethel Library. So we usually take them so they can play and read some books, etc. And as they were playing, I saw another kid came and played with them. And then I saw his father, and they were new faces. And then I also saw James Nadio, who was the head of the Dara group who helped the refugees. And for some reason, my kids and that young kid were playing together, and I overheard them speak Arabic. And so I asked them, "Are you new here, or what are you doing?" And that's when James told me, "These are a refugee family. It would be great if you can help us." And I kind of felt as if this was my reply. God just put me there and kind of told me, "You really want to help? Here's your opportunity." And since then, I kind of got involved with refugees. So I'm very happy to be here, very happy to be part of IPPR, or IPPR. What I wanted to talk to you about is some basic principles that we as volunteers should take into account when dealing with the new refugee family. So first of all, although they are refugees and they will be in need, especially the first few months, it's important to treat them and look at them not just as victims, but really as partners in helping them to reach where they want to reach here in America. So it will be easy or natural to think that we are really helping, we're really saving them, but really the attitude or the approach should be, we're partners with you to help you reach the state where you want to be. It's important to understand that these people had a life in their home country. They probably had a job, they had normal lives, and then the war happened and they had to leave. They didn't leave because they wanted to leave, but they had to leave. So it's important to keep that in mind. It's important to teach them the known American values like resiliency. That's something that is very important. Speak openly about where you want to, not where you want to get them, but where we as partners want to get them to reach. For example, it's important to give them or talk about a plan to get to financial security. So ideally within 3 to 6 months, they should have a plan to reach financial security. Of course, Gordon mentioned it, getting a job is very important. Obeying the law and not obeying the culture, but learning the culture that is in North America. For example, they may come with a cultural baggage. Some of it is great, some of it might need to be adjusted. So politely and with a nice approach, it's important to show them the culture, the North American culture. Something that is really the 3 keys to success that we need to try to inculcate in this new family. The first one is learning the language, and that's without that they can't do much here in America. So I think some of you will be volunteers in teaching English, and that will be very important. The next step, which will be to work hard and of course get a job to hopefully reach financial security, is also very important. They cannot do that if they don't have if at least one person in the family does not have English as a language. Finally, the third key to success for the refugee family will be to respect the host country rules, customs, laws, and values. This will come gradually. Of course, they don't really know what to expect here in America. They might come with some expectations, and that's where our job as volunteers will be to help them.